Hey guys, it's operations time again. Hey, we're going to be doing something just a little bit different here today. So, as you can see, we've got the new Athearn ready to roll SD40-2 over here that we recently did a little bit of weathering on. And if you followed my other videos, you know I've been having a little, I'm waiting to get a current keeper / maybe keep alive in there. And one of the things that came up in some of the comments from my prior videos that I went on about this adventure of trying to get the that current keeper and stuff like that into the locomotive. So I had a couple of comments saying, you know what, current keepers and keep alives, they just mask the issues on your track, whether it's dirty track or maybe poor conductivity in the points, that sort of thing. And you know what, I started thinking about it and I thought, you know what, this would be a good opportunity before I get the current keeper in this guy to do a little maintenance work here on the layout. And so we got the whole crew out here, we got everybody on this little train we've put together here. We got all our tools and stuff like that over there in the gondola, and we got the caboose too, just for the heck of it, because we're going to be doing some maintenance of way type of work over here. I figure I'll run this locomotive on the layout without the current keeper, and let's find all those little spots that need a little bit of fixing. So we're kind of short manned on our little line over here. So we got the whole crew, like I said, everybody's out front on that big dance floor there. And we got some more guys back in the gondola. Let's get her fired up and we'll start finding all those issues and taking care of them. All right, I think we're ready to go. Hopefully everybody can hang on. So I'm not going to show you every single spot we come across. Hopefully there's not a lot. You know what I mean? But what we'll do is we'll run through and we'll find all those little problem areas on the track work, whether they're dirty or need a little bit of maintenance work, and we'll see if we can't have this locomotive point them out to us here. Now, this kind of came to mind for me because of this turnout right here that the gondola is going over. When I was running the locomotive right there, he kept stalling right there. And I kept trying to figure out what the heck the problem was. Well, what it was eventually was a little bit of dirty track work here on one of the tracks, but then also the points right there weren't making a good connection, and so that's why it kept stalling out. And so yeah, I got in there and cleaned him up, and now as you can see, he ran through there perfectly. So we're gonna take this guy out, at least I am, on the entire layout. I'm gonna run him all around all of my track work and find all those little spots that need a little bit of adjusting. So let's pop inside here and we'll see if we can find one for you guys to watch me work on. Looking nice. Got a little bit of weathering on him. All the guys keeping an eye out on everything. And I'm guessing if we run into anything, it might be right here. See that? Now that just might have been a little bit of adjustment needing on that turnout right there. It's a little hokey to start out with. It'll be kind of interesting if I run through this entire layout and I don't find any issues. But hey, it's a good check. Now I know there is one issue over here on one of the turnouts. I think, so the turnouts I use are all Pico, small Electrofrog turnouts. And they have a little spring kind of loaded, thing in there. So when you actually flip the turnout there or switch it, it has a positive positive click, if you know what I mean. So for instance, if I take a look at this one, very positive right there, but this one here, when we were doing operations the other day, I realized, yeah, see, it's a little funky right there. So I think we're just gonna have to flag that one for future replacement, but we'll leave that for now. At least the locomotive runs through it pretty good. And hey, if we don't find any issues, that's even better. But hey, you know what? You get to see the beautiful locomotive running around the layout here. Now, I'm always trying to find fun things like this to do, and hey, it just kind of came to mind there, like I said, with people's comments. Looking good. Yeah, a couple of the comments that I had, like I said, people saying that the current keeper hides all the problems on your layout, and well, I mean, I guess that's really what it's for, right? So it's doing its job, but maybe it's a good idea to run a locomotive that doesn't have one like this, because it'll point out all of those weird little areas that might need a little bit of work. Now, first off over here, I know we got one turnout here. We're gonna go straight ahead and see how it does, and then we'll back up through it. Going nice and slow to make sure we do find any trouble areas. So far, so good. Anyway, hope everybody's having a good weekend. It's Sunday, and I know I posted quite a few videos this weekend, but it's because we got the new locomotive, and I've had an opportunity to do some videos on weathering it, and then also talking about the keep alive and all that stuff. Well, if we don't find any problems, at least, like I said, we'll get to see this lovely locomotive running around, huh? And all the guys on the train will get to take it out for a spin. So far, so good down that turnout. And if you didn't see any other videos on my channel there, or the prior ones, I guess, I do have a TCS KA1 Keep Alive on order that should be coming in probably in about a week, or maybe next week, we'll see. And then I'll probably do another video of me hopefully not destroying this locomotive, getting that thing soldered in. Well, looks like we got through that turnout pretty good. But what I want to do is actually go into the industry lead there, so I want to make sure I switch the turnout, go over it a few times, And since actually weathering the locomotive the other day, I did clean the tires. I did clean the wheels, so just to eliminate any issues with the locomotive being the culprit itself, and instead see if we can find any issues with the track. I don't remember ever doing a video where I was hoping to find some trouble with the track work, huh? Like I said, I did find that one turnout in the yard that needed a little bit of cleanup. And we do have that one turnout back there that I showed you where the spring was, I think, kind of broke inside of there. But I think that's going to be a bigger job than just a cleanup. I think we're going to have to replace that turnout, if that's the case. All right, we're running down the end of Huntington Beach, and then we'll be running back up our other track right here. Ooh, nice. Love that horn. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Looks like we found our first problem. Let's go ahead and back it up a little bit and see if it reoccurs here. Ooh, look at that. Yep. At least we got through it, but that definitely tells us we need to do a little work right there. Yep. Oh yeah. So, we probably got some dirty track over here, and usually right around street crossings like that, you get stuff in the rails there. So here's what we're gonna do. I know this won't be very exciting, but we'll get some equipment out there out of the gondola. Got a little Q-tip right here. And for cleaning, I'm using QD contact cleaner. Now, I know other people have said to use the, 2-6226, whatever, is it a 26-2? I don't have any of that stuff. So, for the moment, that's basically what I'm doing right here, is using that stuff. So I'm just going to go across the rails here, make sure we got a good clean set there, go on the inside. Not looking too bad, not looking too bad. We'll come across the street here too. Of course, it would help if I move the camera and you can actually see it. But we'll get in there and clean that up. Now, a lot of times when you pave over like this, one of the things you got to be careful with is on the outside of the track, if that pavement is a little bit higher, when the train rolls over it, it actually kind of can lift up the outside plaster. The wheel will run over the top of that and kind of just lift it up a little bit, and that causes some issues. But for the most part, I could feel that that's pretty good. So I'm guessing it's just probably a little bit of dirt or something like that. Maybe some leftover glue. And then let's come over here and we'll take a look at this this turnout. Now, don't freak out, because I just spray the crap out of it right there. And let's get in between the points right here, get all that cleaned up. because the contact is made right at the very tip right over here at this point. So on the inside of the rail there and on the inside of the point, I guess, or I guess that would be the outside of the point. Or am I saying that right? Yeah, point. All right, we'll just get that cleaned up. Let's flip it over and get the other side right in here, because that's the one that's been causing the issue right here, I think. All right, let's give that another squirt and just give it a wipe down here. And we'll get the rest of the track just forward over here a little bit too while we're at it. Get the inside of the rails here. All right, let's see if that fixed our problem. All right, let's see if we can run through there again without having it stall. So it's doing better so far. Let's see if we can get through the turnout. Oh yeah, looking good. We'll go all the way to the end here. I think we fixed that little problem. We'll just clear the turnout here. And then flip it over, make sure it's got a good connection. Now we'll run back down the other side. See if we got any issues there going across it with it flipped this way, and then any issues on the actual street portion. Looking good. Alright guys, I think I'll call it right there. I'm going to continue on with the rest of the layout here, and we'll see if we can find any more issues on it that we can work on here. Alright guys, well you know it was inevitable here when we got Mr. Torres and we're down in Huntington Beach. He was kind enough to remind us, hey, it's lunchtime. Let's have some lunch with the girls over here. Alright, we're going to have some lunch and then we're going to continue on fixing all our tracks. Guys, hope you enjoyed that. Till next time, take care.